Some examples of the switches and sensors that you can put into the platform are on this display board. Now, the switches and sensors can be wired into your LLC, sensor bridge, or LCU. Now, the LLC can receive 2 digital inputs. The sensor bridge can receive 1 analog or 1 digital input. And the LCU, again, can receive 8 analog and or 8 digital inputs. So you could have a combined 16 inputs into the LCU. A simple push button is displayed on the board here. Now that's just a latching push button. That push button could be wired into a single input on the LCU. When that button is pressed, it's important to note that it can provide many different functions throughout the lighting grid. So individual lighting groups in the Luxon platform can respond to that single push button function in different ways. So perhaps I come in through that rear entry door, I push that override, and my receiving area doesn't turn on, but my warehouse section turns on to 50% power, but my office area stays off because nobody's going to be in there. So each lighting group can actually respond to that single push button function in different ways. An example of the Luxon motion sensor is installed on the center of the board here. This is a 12-meter sensor, and it can again be wired back into your LCU or sensor bridge, and it can bridge that motion sensor signal wirelessly through the mesh network back to the LLC, where the signal is then acted upon. Now, the benefit of that is that, again, you take your sensor bridge and you install it with a motion sensor, okay, at the area where you would like to detect that motion activity. Provide local power to the sensor bridge. When the motion sensor picks up motion through the mesh network, and then the appropriate groups are turned on as a result of the motion sensor detection. It's important to note that though we have a Luxon motion sensor on this board, the Luxon platform is an open source platform, and we work with all sorts of third-party sensors that can be integrated into our platform, again, through the sensor bridge, LCU, or a switch function going to the LLC.